What's up, everybody? Former One Deshaun here. In this video, I thought I might do a bit of a versus video. The LG Optimus V for Virgin Mobile versus the AT&T Avail for AT&T. To start off, let's just go over hardware specs such as camera, headphone jack, lock keys, physical buttons, and hardware buttons, and stuff like that. So the Optimus V on one side of the phone has the volume rocker, your speech to talk key, and your dedicated camera key. See if that'll focus in there. Also at the bottom you have 4 hardware buttons, which consist of home button, menu, back, and search. On the other side of the phone you have a micro SD card slot on the outside instead of inside the battery door. You also have a 3.2 megapixel camera with the speaker on the back. On the top you have your 3.5mm headphone jack along with the lock key. Now let's move over to the AT&T Avail. The Avail consists of 3 hardware buttons at the bottom, which are menu, home, and back. There's no search key. On one side of the Avail you do get the volume rockers, and then from there there's nothing else. There's your speaker. On the other side of the Avail there's the battery hatch to remove the battery door, which the SIM card is underneath. On the back of the Avail you do have a 5.0 megapixel camera. On the top you do have your 3.5mm headphone jack and your lock key. So for the next section of the video, let's go into screen size and screen resolution. The LG Optimus V has a 3.2 capacitive touchscreen display with a resolution of 320 by 480, while the AT&T Avail has a 3.5 touchscreen display with an HVGA display. Both phones have very good picture quality and sometimes can be pixelated, but in my opinion the Avail, sorry I'm gonna get these mixed up one of these times while I'm going through this video, but the Avail has a bigger screen and I just like the feel of the Avail because it's way bigger and I can type faster on it. But the Optimus has a 3.2-inch screen, which sometimes can get cramped and you don't feel like you have enough space, and this phone can be pretty small for you to grip in the hand. Like basically my whole fist can just fit over the phone like that, but with the Avail my whole fist cannot fit over the phone. So it's a perfect size phone for me. It has a 3.5 touchscreen, 3.2. The resolution on this is better than the resolution on this. I'm just going to start saying that from now on because I know I'm going to get these confused eventually. So now let's go over cameras. The LG Optimus V has a 3.2 megapixel camera, while the AT&T Avail has a 5 megapixel camera. They both have autofocus and zoom, but the Avail shines more when it comes to camera because the Avail, when recording videos, you don't get the choppiness and the lag that the Optimus has. But in all, this camera is pretty good for it to be a prepaid, low-end Android smartphone. It takes pretty decent pictures, actually. It takes really good pictures compared to the Optimus V, and it records way better video compared to the Optimus V. If you're in really good lighting, you'll think that this phone is recording in HD, but even recording in my house, like in low-lit areas such as this right now, it'll look a little bit darker than this, and the audio will sound just about the same. So all in all, I give the camera to the Avail. So that's 2 points for the Avail already. I am going to go by point system. I just made that up right here. But that's 2 points for the Avail already. The display, the screen size, and the camera. So that's actually 3 points for the Avail. Now let's go on to software. The LG Optimus V is running Android 2.2 Florio, which I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with right now if you own an Android phone. But the Optimus, see, I told you I was going to get them confused. The Avail has Gingerbread 2.3 already installed in it, which it runs faster and is much smoother, as you guys can see right here. When scrolling the home screens, there's no lag whatsoever. And the same thing with the Optimus. When scrolling before the home screen, there's no lag whatsoever. This home screen has 6, this one has 7, so get an extra home screen, which I really don't use them. As you guys can see, I only got like 1 page and a quarter full. But on the Optimus, I have like just 2 pages full. So I would have to give the overall software to both of the phones, because although the Optimus has a lower software, it still performs at a good quality for the phone and for the price. And although the Avail has a higher software, it still performs just a little bit faster than this, but you have to give credit to the Optimus. It's an old phone, and for it to be old, it still performs good. So I give performance to both of the phones, so that brings the Optimus up to 1 point, which now we're going to talk about service. AT&T versus Virgin Mobile. Here we go. Let's just go ahead and look at service comparison. On the Optimus, I have 2 bars, 1 to 2 bars. Sorry guys, now I just locked it, wow. On the Avail, let's go ahead and take a look here. On the Avail, 3 to 4 bars actually with 3G. Now some problems that I used to have with the Optimus V was I would have trouble sending pictures, receiving pictures, and sometimes even receiving text messages and calls. Sometimes my calls wouldn't even go through with the Optimus. But with the AT&T Avail, I do not have that problem whatsoever, because it's running on AT&T's network, which, in my opinion, is the second fastest network in the U.S., I would say. The first is Verizon. Now, if you guys have AT&T and you guys hate me for saying that, just go ahead and leave a comment below. Don't dislike the video, just leave a comment below. But, hey, I have AT&T and I'm admitting to it. Verizon is the best company out there, in my opinion. And it's probably in a lot of people's opinion also. But AT&T and Verizon are like head-to-head right now. Then like Sprint and Crooked and all the other stuff. So I would have to give service to the Avail, so that gets at another point. So that's already up to 5 points with the Avail. The Optimus, 1 point, because it was a tiebreaker. But really and truly, if you're looking into buying any of these phones, I would go ahead and go with any of them. I would go with the Optimus because of the prices that Virgin Mobile has for the phones, such as $35 a month for unlimited everything, and you get 300 minutes. But with the AT&T Avail, here's where it kicks in with AT&T smartphones. You pay $50 a month, you get unlimited talk and text, and then you have to pay $25 extra, or $5 or $10. It all varies in price and megabytes. But if you pay $25, you used to get 500 megabytes. But now, if you pay $25, you get 2 gigs. I mean, 1 gig of megabyte. But with the Optimus V, with Virgin Mobile, if you pay $35 a month, you get 2.5 gigs of data versus paying your monthly charge, which can be the $25 or the $55 plan, or the $25 or the $50 plan. Sorry, I'm getting confused a lot in this video, so I've been talking a long time. This is the longest I've ever talked in my whole entire life. I'm a pretty quiet guy. You guys didn't know that about me. There's a fact. Write it down. So, so back to the prices. AT&T has you pay a monthly charge of either $25 a month, which gets you 250 minutes and unlimited talk, unlimited text, and then on top of that you have to pay to use data charges. Now you can use Wi-Fi with AT&T if you do not want to buy a data plan, but Virgin Mobile phones require you to get those $35, $45, $55 a month plan, which is dirt cheap, just $10 more than AT&T. So altogether, if you guys were, and then another thing the Optimus does is it jumps in service bars. It had like a whole bar. All of the bars was full, and it just drops. So that's another thing about Virgin Mobile. But if I was to go after any of these phones, I would get the Avail before I got the Optimus, just because the Avail has a bigger screen, a better camera, and a better network. That's just my personal opinion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.